Hey, welcome back again to the Acoustic Interlude live broadcast from the 30A Songwriters Festival. I'm John McDonnell, and here for real is our old buddy Webb Wilder.
Hi, John. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Older but wilder.
Yeah, there you go. What a line. What's the first tune you're going to do for us?
You know, I think I'll sort of start off with where I left off. You know, I think when I last saw you, my latest album was a little newer, but I am working on the new one now. But anyway, this is the title track from my last record, and it's called More Like Me. I want to be more like me. I want to be who I'm supposed to be. I want to do all the things I'm supposed to do. I want to find out what is real, get a feel for the deal. And then I kinda got a feeling I won't have no feelings for you. You meant everything to me. Now your memory won't set me free. And so I try to make peace now with my feelings for you. Because they say that when you're dead, you're done. That's a race that's done been run. I want to have some fun before my time is through. Ain't studied on the Buddhist, but it's on my to-do list. I get around to it somehow. They must be onto something. That chanting sounds like humming. You know they got a message and it's baby be here now. And so it seems to me that the future's never plain to see. You got to shake it till you make it, and you can't change your past no how. Fake it till you make it. So go ahead and get on the right track. It's a natural fact. There's no time like the present. I'm talking about right now. Everything was groovy, like something in a movie. Girl, you know we had it going on. But then you went and left me. Yeah, that upset me. But now I know it's always darkest right before the dawn. And so it seems to me that the past is history. The future is a mystery, and the time is now to go ahead and get on the right track. Let me tell you, Jack, you got to fake it till you make it, and it don't hurt to shake it no how. That's right. If you shake it, don't break it. When you make it, you can take a bow. I want to be more like me, and I'm starting right now. Wow.
As wild as ever, Webb Wilder from our mobile studio here, I guess, at the 30A Songwriters Festival. It turned out to be a pretty day, huh?
Oh, beautiful.
After
I'm not
all
sure
this
it's mobile,
cold
but
weather.
it's, provisional.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not on wheels.
Temporary shelters. I wish it was mobile. I'd like to take it home with us. What have you been up to, Webb?
What have I been up to? You know, sort of the same thing I've been doing all these years is playing gigs and trying to get the next one when I'm not, and trying to live up to my own snobby standards, you know, of great music, you know, remembering all the music I loved growing up. And that's kind of not a premeditated statement to lead into plugging the album I'm making, but that's kind of what's going into the making of the album I'm making. It's kind of garagey, kind of trashy, and we're about 9 songs into it, and we actually have
Really?
2
Good.
songs at iTunes now for a virtual single. But
Plug.
yeah, plug. I think people will like it, though. It's pretty accessible. So, you know, budgetary considerations these days lead you to not put too much crap on there.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I'd love that it's accessible, right?
Yeah.
It means it's not scary. It's not gonna. Everybody's gonna like it, you know.
It's not
on some
prog.
level.
Yeah.
It's not terribly deep.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's art, but it's not artsy. How's that?
I hope that's true. I think you'll think that. I think you really will, because
maybe
it's not artsy, really.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll refer to an album as quote unquote fun, you know, which means basically it's acceptable and accessible and not really a work of art, but you know, nice listening.
I'm making this real kind of trashy, garagey album with the band, the Beatniks, Necks, that I've done that for years. But you asked me what I've been doing. I've actually been doing more those gigs and the solo and duo gigs too.
Oh, really? Have you?
I'm having fun with those too. And I hadn't done those since the '70s, really. So wow.
Well, are you doing like house concerts?
I'm doing those, yeah.
Oh man, those are so much fun. You get the right group of people together in the right atmosphere. It's so much fun.
I just did 3 solo shows in the Deep South, Muscle Shoals, Jackson, Mississippi, and Memphis right before Christmas, and those were actually. And then last weekend we played. David Only was just here singing about Johnson City. We literally played Johnson City, Tennessee, with the band last weekend.
Did anything weird happen?
No, not so much, but I really know what he means. I've been going there since '86, and it is kind of the hillbilly Bermuda Triangle. Some of the nicest people in the world. Though.
Sure.
Really
but
cool.
If something weird is going to happen to you on tour, it's going to be in Johnson City, right?
It could be. In my drinking days, there was a legendary party we went to where wild stuff happened, but someone else needs to tell the story, not me. Or maybe I need to pay them not to. I can't remember.
Hey, 6 of one, half dozen of another. It all depends, I guess, on, your outlook on life.
I'll give you a story. I got this song, Human Cannonball.
Yeah.
A guy came in the dressing room in Johnson City years ago, and he goes, man, you know that song of yours, Human Cannonball? I said, yeah. He goes, man, I was dancing around to that song in my cabin or my trailer or whatever he said, and I fell into the wood-burning stove, and I had to go to the emergency room.
Great story. Great inspiration. It's too bad it was already a song, because that would have been inspiration for another song, The guy who burned his ass on a wood-burning stove while listening to the song.
Hot dancing.
Yeah, there you go. Webb Wilder, you got 2 more songs for us? And we'll come back.
Thank you for reminding me. David Only was just here, and he mentioned having written that Johnson City song with John Hadley. And John Hadley's a great songwriter, and he is a writer behind a song I did years ago that people always seem to like called Poolside. And I ran into him when I was doing a house concert not long ago, and I said, man, it's good to see you again. I've been trying to write this song. Can you help me find my way out of it? And he did, and it'll be on the new record, too. I'm going to do that for you. My mother had all these country expressions, one of which if something was too good to be true, she would say, that's just too much sugar for a nickel. And so John and I have now written that song. I'm trying to see my tuner under my glasses so I can see it. It's wonderful to be here. I appreciate it. And I put on a capo, folks. I'm not good at it. It wrecks my tuning usually. Okay, here we go. So this is that song.
Too much sugar for a nickel, too good to be true. Call off the deal if you feel that it ain't sweet enough for you. A certain kind of fella thinks he might as well make a pass at them all. So when he stumbles onto someone who looks like you do, he takes a swing at the ball. If he's got a rap that's smooth and sweet, that don't mean that it's true. Just trust your intuition. I've got a suspicion he might be sweet-talking you. Stop right on a dime, baby, if you find he's only in it for fun. Artificial sweetening is like a business meeting where no business gets done. There ain't no substitute, baby, for a good-hearted man. I don't think he's the one, but maybe I am. Too much sugar for a nickel, too good to be true. Cut off the deal if you feel that it ain't sweet enough for you. He's got a deal for you, it might appeal to you, then leave you lonely and lost. It might sound like fun, but when it's said and done, you find out what it costs. I think it's all a scam, he don't give a damn, look him square in the eye. Can't tell you what to do, but if he's playing you, get on your pony and ride. Too much much sugar for a nickel. Too good to be true. Call off the deal if you feel that it ain't sweet enough for you. Call off the deal if you feel. Call off the deal if you feel. Call off the deal if you feel that it ain't sweet enough for. Ain't sweet enough for. Ain't sweet enough for you. Hey.
Do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want.
Yes, sir. I'd like to do one that's from the same old More Like Me album. And goes like this right here. It's called She's Not Romantic.
Tell her how I feel. She just says me too. It's such a raw deal, but what can I do? She's not romantic. It's not her style. Sometimes I panic. She just smiles. Not everyone gets the rainbow, but it's no fun to miss your own show. She's not romantic. It wouldn't do. She might get frantic and come unglued. Over and over, it's old and it's new. Over my shoulder, it's always been you. Don't know how it feels to stand in her shoes. Happy endings must seem like bad news. She's not romantic. It's just a wave, nothing gigantic. What can you say? Tell everyone whatever you want. Maybe she'll change, maybe she won't. She's not romantic. It's just her way. She's not romantic. Maybe someday.
Webb Wilder. On Acoustic Interlude, we're broadcasting from the 30A Songwriters Festival. It's a nice one, you know. It's nice and, romantic, kind of bluesy. And
Thanks.
halfway serious for you. I was always expecting, like halfway through a song like that, you're going to break into something, else and wacky.
Well, it's one thing to be funny, but then when you don't want to be, people go, wait a minute, where's the punchline?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There is
They're
a balancing
waiting for
act
it.
there.
They're
The
waiting
funny
for
thing
it.
is I allowed myself to be that vulnerable on the last album and even called it More Like Me.
Really?
And someone who had a chip on their shoulder reviewed it and said, I don't know much about Webb Wilder, but I know he's got a persona, and I don't like personas. It's like, dude, did you listen to the record?
No.
It's like not very persona-ish. It's called More Like Me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, reviewers, they suck. What can I say? Most of them.
With all due respect to the 3.5 out there that we think are great, right?
Yeah, exactly. The ones that actually listen to the music before they write about it.
One thing I'll say in that guy's favor, he dared to say something negative. So much now is real, what is the word, sycophantic?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
promo.
absolutely,
It's not
yeah.
really a review. It's just here's an album and it's out there.
Yeah, or they read like press releases from
Yeah,
the label,
right.
and it's just, yeah. They're scared to take a stand. I agree with you. So better, maybe a negative review than just a stupid review.
Well, a negative review that makes sense I can go with, but that one.
yeah, that has some, actual valid criticism. Yeah. So one more song.
Oh, yeah.
We're almost out of time here.
Thanks.
I know we're having a great time just, shooting the bull here. But
You're the boss, so if you say another song or if you say we're out of time, whatever you think.
we're just about out of time. Peter Mulvey's got to get in here in a minute and then get him set up. And it's been a blast, man. It's always
Man,
fun
thank
seeing you.
You too.
Where are
Thanks
you
so
playing
much.
tonight? Or
I'm at the Boathouse, and back to David Olney. David Olney's there, and Parker and Parker, and his accompanist, Sergio Webb, who I'm not sure if he's doing his songs or just accompanying David, but they'll all be
Yeah.
there with me at 8 o'clock at the Boathouse.
Sounds cool. Looking
Thanks so
forward
much.
to it.
John, you're the best. Thanks.
And you still owe us a song.
Oh, a song. Okay.
See,
Okay.
you forgot already.
Well, I couldn't quite tell. Okay, here we go. None of baby's friends can figure out what she wants. Guess it just depends on the benefits and the cost. She won't come around. She won't come around. Now she's on the phone, another one ringing down the hall, all alone. That's the way she likes it, y'all. She won't come around. She won't come around for me. You're in baby's mind. You're so long from there to her heart. She left it behind. She don't finish what she starts. She won't come around. She won't come around. She won't come around for me.
Nice way to go out. Webb Wilder, an acoustic interlude from the 38 Songwriters Festival. Thanks, man. You're welcome. You're welcome back here next year, too.
I like hearing that. Thank you so much.
You're always
Yes.
welcome. Webb Wilder, Peter Mulvey, coming up in just a few.